33% of your muscle could vanish, and you won't feel it. Most seniors lose muscle without knowing it, until a fall, a fracture, or a wheelchair. But one overlooked food could stop it cold. It's cheap, tasty, and probably in your fridge right now. You don't see it coming. That's the trouble. One day you're lifting groceries or stepping off a curb without a second thought. Then slowly, almost imperceptibly, things change. You notice you're not as steady. You feel a bit weaker. You start using your arms to push yourself up, and you chalk it up to just getting older. But what if it's something else? After 60, your body starts to shed muscle at a surprising rate, up to 1/3 in fact. This isn't about getting out of shape. It's a clinical condition called sarcopenia, and it affects millions without them ever knowing the name. What's worse? It's a major reason people lose their independence. Studies have tied it directly to nearly 9 out of 10 nursing home admissions. Not strokes, not heart attacks, muscle loss. And here's the part most folks miss. It doesn't usually cause pain, so it flies under the radar. You just start sitting more, moving less, avoiding stairs, and suddenly your world shrinks. You can't lift your grandchild. You hesitate before going out. That subtle retreat from life, that's sarcopenia at work. But don't let that scare you, because it's also incredibly treatable. Muscle is one of the most responsive tissues in the body. Even in your 70s or 80s, with the right habits, you can build it back. And no, you don't need a gym membership or to live on protein powder. It's more doable than you think. One woman I met, May, started adding a short morning routine with resistance bands, 10 minutes, tops. She also adjusted her meals, focused on muscle-nourishing foods, and within months she was standing taller, walking more confidently, and even gardening again. All because she learned what most people don't. Your muscles aren't gone. They're just waiting for the right fuel and signal to grow again. This isn't just about moving better. It's about staying independent, mentally sharp, and living with vitality, not just longevity. And the secret? It often starts not with a workout, but with something even more enjoyable. If someone told you there was a food that could quietly protect your muscles, calm hidden inflammation, support your heart, and even sharpen your brain, would you believe it comes from the sea? Oily fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel aren't trendy superfoods. They're ancient staples with modern-day power, especially when it comes to aging well and staying strong. Muscle loss after 60 isn't just about movement. It's also deeply tied to chronic inflammation. That low-level fire inside your body? It's one of the reasons your muscles start to break down faster than they can rebuild. And that's where omega-3 fatty acids come in. The types found in oily fish, EPA and DHA, aren't just good fats for your heart. They actively signal your body to turn off inflammation, allowing your muscles to repair instead of degrade. The science here is clear. Studies from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition show that older adults who consume fatty fish twice a week preserve more lean muscle mass over time than those who don't. Not supplements, actual food. Plus, fish is one of the best natural sources of vitamin D, which plays a crucial role in muscle contraction and strength. Let's get practical. It doesn't have to be complicated. A simple grilled salmon fillet with lemon and herbs, sardines on whole grain toast with sliced tomato, or even mackerel mixed into a salad with olive oil and capers. Quick, affordable, powerful. Some people avoid fish because of the smell or texture, but often they haven't tried it fresh or prepared right. You'd be surprised how mild and satisfying it can be when baked with garlic, lemon, and a drizzle of olive oil. Even canned options work, especially when you're short on time. Just check for wild-caught and low sodium. A man I spoke with, James, 72, had never eaten much fish, grew up on red meat and potatoes. His doctor flagged rising inflammation markers and declining grip strength. With a few changes, 2 fish meals per week and basic resistance training, his energy and muscle tone noticeably improved within 3 months. His only regret? Not starting sooner. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Start small. 1 fish meal this week, then another. Let your body feel the difference. Because when your muscles have the right building blocks and inflammation is under control, recovery gets easier. And there's one particular food that's surprisingly helpful at night. There's something quietly powerful about what you eat before bed. Most people don't realize that while you're sleeping, your body is still working, repairing, rebuilding, restoring. But without the right fuel, it runs on empty. That's where Greek yogurt steps in, not just as a snack, but as a nighttime secret weapon. Greek yogurt is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles gradually while you sleep. Unlike faster proteins that spike and vanish, casein sticks around, keeping amino acids flowing to your muscles for hours. That means less overnight muscle breakdown and more maintenance of the strength you've worked so hard to keep. Plus, it's not just about the protein. Greek yogurt is loaded with calcium, which supports muscle contraction, and probiotics, which help with nutrient absorption and gut health. Because yes, your gut plays a bigger role in muscle health than most people think. A healthy gut helps you actually use the nutrients you eat. Think of it as your body's internal assistant, making sure all the good stuff gets delivered to the right places. And don't worry, you don't need to eat bowls of it every day. Just 3 to 4 servings a week is enough to see benefits. A small bowl with berries and flax seeds, a dollop added to a smoothie, even used as a base for sauces or dressings. Easy, delicious, practical. A woman I worked with, Elena, 66, had been waking up stiff and tired. We looked at her routine and added a cup of plain Greek yogurt before bed, with cinnamon and a few walnuts. After 2 weeks, she was sleeping better, and her morning energy noticeably improved. She didn't change her workouts or her schedule, just that one simple evening shift. Some people worry about dairy, but unless you have an allergy or intolerance, quality yogurt, especially with no added sugar, can be one of the most muscle-supportive foods in your kitchen. Just look for plain, full-fat or low-fat versions. Skip the sugary ones. Your body deserves better than that. Because while a good night's sleep is crucial, what you fuel yourself with beforehand can either work against you or become a quiet partner in your strength. And speaking of quiet powerhouses, there's another category of foods, often overlooked, that can offer muscle-protecting nutrients in just a handful. You might not think much of a handful of almonds or a scoop of pumpkin seeds. They're small, easy to snack on, kind of forgettable, right? But that's exactly why they're such a hidden treasure. Because inside those little bites is a muscle-saving cocktail your body craves, especially as you age. Nuts and seeds are rich in magnesium, zinc, vitamin E, and ALA, a plant-based omega-3. These nutrients do a lot behind the scenes. They fight inflammation, protect your cells from oxidative damage, and help your muscles repair and function more efficiently. It's like feeding your body's internal repair crew, quietly, daily, consistently. Magnesium alone plays a role in over 300 enzyme reactions, many of which directly support muscle performance and recovery. Zinc supports protein synthesis and immune function, 2 things that decline with age and can drag down your energy and resilience. And vitamin E? It shields your muscle cells from wear and tear, especially if you're starting to get more active. Don't let their size fool you. Just an ounce or 2 a day can make a real difference. That could be a small handful of walnuts with your breakfast, a spoonful of chia seeds stirred into yogurt, or sunflower seeds sprinkled over your salad. These aren't diet fads. They're essentials. One guy I worked with, Marvin, 70, was struggling with fatigue and slow recovery from even mild exercise. He had no idea his magnesium levels were low. We added a mix of almonds, pumpkin seeds, and Brazil nuts to his daily routine. Within weeks, he felt more alert. His muscle cramps disappeared and he was moving more easily. No supplements, just smart snacking. Worried about fat content? Don't be. These are the good fats, essential for hormone production, cell structure, and, yes, muscle maintenance. What hurts isn't fat itself. It's when we overdo processed carbs and sugar while skipping nutrients that actually matter. You don't need a fancy plan. Keep a small jar of mixed nuts on your counter or in your bag. Reach for that instead of crackers or chips. And if your digestion's sensitive, try soaking nuts overnight. It makes them easier on the gut and boosts nutrient absorption. It's the kind of change that feels so small, you'll wonder how it's doing so much. But once your body starts recognizing the consistent support, you'll feel the shift. And when we talk about building strength, we can't ignore one food that's been unfairly judged for decades, though it might just be one of the most complete muscle foods out there. You've probably heard it before. Just eat the whites. But that old advice left out the part of the egg that actually fuels your strength. The yolk isn't the enemy. It's where you'll find vitamin D, choline, and the full muscle-boosting power of leucine. Studies show whole eggs help build muscle better than whites alone. Why? Because the combination of fats, protein, and micronutrients works in sync to support muscle repair and growth. A couple of eggs with toast or tossed into a salad isn't just breakfast. It's a small but mighty way to fight muscle loss. And no, for most people, cholesterol from eggs doesn't raise heart risk. It may even help balance it when eaten as part of a real unprocessed diet. One client in her 60s added eggs back in after years without them. Within weeks, she had more energy and better workout recovery. Sometimes it's not about eating more, just eating what your body actually needs. Next, let's talk about something plant-based that does way more than people expect. Beans don't usually scream muscle food, but they should. Black beans, lentils, chickpeas. These humble staples pack around 15 grams of plant protein per cup, plus iron, magnesium, and fiber that fuel both your muscles and your gut. That's a powerful combo, because a healthy gut actually helps you absorb more of the nutrients your muscles need to grow and recover. Legumes are also rich in slow-digesting carbs, giving you steady energy without the crash. Add lentils to soup, black beans to rice bowls, or chickpeas to a salad with olive oil and lemon. Easy, satisfying, and deeply restorative. One man I worked with had low iron and constant fatigue. We added lentils and kidney beans into his weekly meals. His stamina came back and his digestion improved too. Sometimes the fix isn't a pill, it's a bowl of chili. And if you think beans are impressive, wait until you see what these tiny fruits can do for your muscle protection. Berries might look delicate, but they're fierce defenders when it comes to protecting your muscles. Packed with antioxidants and vitamin C, they fight oxidative stress, the invisible damage that wears your body down over time and weakens muscle tissue. Think of them as natural armor against inflammation and age-related decline. Just 1 cup a day of blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries can support collagen production, improve circulation, and ease muscle soreness. Add them to yogurt, toss them in a smoothie, or snack on them frozen. They're more than just sweet. They're strategic. I knew a woman in her 70s who added blueberries to her breakfast daily. Not only did her joint pain ease up, but her post-exercise recovery got smoother. It wasn't magic, it was nutrients doing their job. And if tiny berries can help that much, imagine what leafy greens, often ignored on the plate, can do when they hit your bloodstream. You might see spinach or kale as just a side dish, but to your muscles, they're a power-up. Leafy greens are rich in nitrates and vitamin K, which help improve blood flow and support muscle contraction. Better circulation means more oxygen and nutrients get to your muscles when they need it most, especially during exercise or recovery. Greens like Swiss chard, arugula, and collards also support protein metabolism, helping your body actually use the nutrients you eat. Add a handful to scrambled eggs, blend them into smoothies, or toss them with olive oil and lemon. Simple and seriously effective. A client in his 60s added just 2 cups of spinach to his meals every day. Within weeks, his blood pressure dropped and his energy during walks went up. His muscles weren't just getting stronger, they were finally being fed properly. And once your blood is flowing and muscles are ready, there's one food that delivers the final building blocks to seal the deal. Lean beef isn't just protein. It's a direct line to 2 of the most important nutrients your muscles crave: creatine and leucine. These aren't just buzzwords. Creatine helps your muscles produce energy during movement, while leucine acts like a switch to kickstart muscle growth and repair. A few servings a week, think a palm-sized portion of sirloin or ground beef, can significantly boost strength when paired with even light exercise. And it's not about bulking up. It's about keeping the muscle you already have, so you stay mobile, balanced, and capable. One man in his late 60s started including lean beef twice a week. Combined with light strength training, his leg strength improved, and he stopped needing help getting up from chairs. Not flashy, just functional. And while beef builds muscle fast, there's a silky golden oil that helps protect what you've built and keeps inflammation in check. Olive oil might be the quietest hero in your kitchen, but don't let its simplicity fool you. It contains oleanolic acid and oleocanthal, compounds proven to reduce inflammation and protect muscles from breakdown. That means less soreness, faster recovery, and more efficient muscle function over time. Just 2 to 3 tablespoons a day, drizzled over salads, veggies, or even added to a smoothie, can improve insulin sensitivity and help your body better absorb the nutrients it needs to maintain strength. It's not about cooking in it, it's about finishing with it, raw, to keep its anti-inflammatory powers intact. I worked with a woman in her 70s who added olive oil to her meals daily. Her joint stiffness eased up, her digestion improved, and her energy became more steady. No medications, just the right fat in the right place. And when it comes to preserving muscle, there's one protein that acts faster, hits harder, and outperforms almost anything else. When it comes to protecting muscle after 60, few things work as quickly or as effectively as whey protein. It's fast digesting, rich in leucine, and goes straight to work rebuilding muscle tissue, especially after activity. Think of it as muscle insurance in a scoop. Just 20-30 grams post-workout, or even as a breakfast boost, can help prevent age-related muscle loss and keep you stronger longer. Blend it with water, milk, or toss it into a smoothie with berries and Greek yogurt for a double win. One man I helped, 73 years old, added a whey shake after his morning walks. In a month, he felt steadier and even got back to hiking his favorite trail. That kind of progress isn't reserved for athletes. It's for anyone willing to nourish their body the right way. And while food is your foundation, just one smart, consistent addition might be all it takes to change your future. If you knew one simple food could help you stay on your feet longer, climb stairs with confidence, or hold your grandchild without pain, wouldn't you want to know what it is? Now you do. So what's stopping you? Have you felt weaker lately, slower to recover, or just off? That's your body whispering for help before it starts shouting. The truth is, aging doesn't have to mean decline, and muscle loss isn't inevitable. But doing nothing? That is a choice. What small change will you make today? What food will you put on your plate tonight that your future self will thank you for? Click the video on the screen to learn exactly how to start turning this around. And don't forget, if you want to stay strong, independent, and energized, hit that subscribe button. This is just the beginning.